Vice-Chancellor, fellow council members and staff of the university, graduands, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, to all of you, I extend a warm welcome to this important and happy occasion. To diplomats, graduates, graduands, I offer congratulations and best wishes. The University of Newcastle is a fine institution committed to international excellence in teaching and learning, research and research training and service. It is also committed to working in partnership with students, community, commerce and industry for local, national and global enrichment. The university's record of achievement, particularly in research, is outstanding. In 1997, the research funding base increased by 18% to a total of $24 million. The university ranked 9th out of 36 public universities in Australia in terms of research grant income. An increase of $3.2 million for medical research projects in 1998 put the university 7th in Australia on the basis of new grants awarded. I think you'll agree, a great performance. In 1997, the university also launched 2 new special research centres in the Faculty of Engineering and an Indigenous Higher Education Centre, Umaliko, in the Faculty of Arts and Social Science. This research centre is only one of 5 established in 1997 under the auspices of the Australian Research Council Indigenous Education Centres program. This is an exceptional performance which reflects the quality of the research being conducted by the staff at this university. More generally, these achievements are also significant because there is an important relationship between teaching and research. Good research and research outcomes feeds and informs the content and currency of teaching. Graduates of the University of Newcastle can therefore be confident that the curriculum that they have studied reflects cutting-edge technologies. Education today is about the acquisition of lifelong learning skills. Today is a beginning, not the end. I believe that the awards to be conferred upon our diplomats, graduands and graduates today will qualify them to make significant contributions in the local, national, and in the case of some, the international community. I also take this opportunity to remind those receiving their testaments today that as diplomats and graduates of the university, you automatically become members of convocation. You thus join more than 45,000 other graduates and have an opportunity through elected representatives to become involved in the governance and the activities of your university. By the authority conferred upon me by the Council, I will now formally confer academic awards. Will all candidates for admission to degrees and other awards please stand? In the name of the Council and by my authority as Chancellor, I confer the awards specified in the programme on all those graduands, graduates and diplomats who are present today, and in absentia on those unable to be present. Would you sit? Thanks. I now call on the Dean of the Faculty of Art and Design to present graduates from that faculty.
Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Visual Arts. Linda Avery. Valerie Amour. Peter R. Lisa Bedwin. Hilda Brzezinski. Nicole Brzezinski. Georgia Burrell Davis. Andrew Biles. Gemma Clark. Linda Collingridge. Bradley Cooney. Brendan Colton. Christine Cowan. Amanda Craig. Rachel Danos. Maria de Julius. Jeremy Deacon. Tanya Del Zotto. Andrew Denyer. Rochelle Dial. Kristin Dyball. Alistair Ether. Vanessa Filkins. Linda Finney. Angela Fletcher. Edward Fulsham. Linda Freeman. Rebecca Hall. David Hearn. Darlene Henderson. Diana Hopkins. Leanne Einan. Christy Ironfield. Susan Jacobs. Pauline Jollo. Cheryl Cable. Vanessa Kyle. Susan Langwell. Tommy Leon. Tony Lohman. Kylie Maybor. Joanna McNulty. Claudia Merrill. Michaela Moody. Marietta Moore. Belinda Murray. David Olson. Peter Ottery. Lucinda Primrose. Lynette Prowse. Nicole Rarity. Melissa Redgrove. Christopher Robinson. Leanne Roth. Cassandra Rowan. Tamara Sidorenko. Kim Skinner. Tony Marie Southwell. Sherry Stevens. Terence Tomlin. Penny Sui. Stephen Tyrrell. Corina Vincent. Huckleberry Walker. Stuart Walsh. Brett Watson. Jodie Watts. Judith Whittet. Rebecca Lee Wild. Amanda Williams. Rosemary Wilson. Sarah Jane Wilson. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Graphic Design, Sholay Bakhtashi. Jenny Blake. Brian Borstein. Timothy Burns. Darren Carney. Grant Carroll. Louise Caulfield. Jeremy Cooper. Anthony Cummings. Angela Mitchell. Michelle Roberts. Amanda Smith. Kylie Spedding. Daniel Stevens. Martin Wisniak. Catherine Williams. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Design, Graphic. Amy Sue. Mikola Trescott. Raylene Woodland. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Design, Industrial, Imad Ayad. Norman Berry. Reginald Chan. Christopher Forgie. Daniel Ho. Marcus Lee. Andrew Lord. David Love. Rabah Marabi. Philip Reardon. Philip Tajewski. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Art. Samantha Arnold. Douglas Holgate. Danielle Quinn. Delilah Van Wyck. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Art and Design.
I now call on the Dean of the Faculty of Education to present graduates from that faculty.
Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Art. Megan Hunter. Rachel Northam. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Design and Technology. Louise Allen. Stuart Batcheldor. Suzanne Curry. Owen Flanagan. Nigel Hazelwood. Julie Hodges. Margaret Soclaridis Canellis. Damien Keane. Robert Kreuzberger. Tamsin Lee. Anthony Lehman. Monique Lysart. Nicole Marie Newman. Carolyn Noak. Joanne Russell. Ellen Taylor. Nicholas Train. Andrew Urquhart. Tim Walsh. David Yeoman. Suzanne Abella. Beverly Andrews. Tanya Wykes. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of English and History, Nicole Burridge. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Languages and Asian Studies, Tai Luong. Lara Rectorshot. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Languages and Asian Studies with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Paifo Vong. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Mathematics, Glenys Bolton. Kyle Easy. Matthew Priest. Kate Smith. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Mathematics with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Tara Threlfall. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Mathematics with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Michael Blake. Charmaine Lawrence. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Music, Danielle Abbott. Melissa Alcorn. David Baker. Rebecca Birrell. Naomi Kiss. Paul Myers. Francis Nichols. Jane Standing. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Music with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Anne Ross. Sian Wilson. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Music with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Belinda Markham. Shane McLaughlin. Catherine Perkins. Ainsley Smith. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Music with Honours Class 1, Michael Robertson. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Physical and Health Education, Sheridan Baldwin. Emma Chester. Rebecca Chester. Megan Curry. Christy Delore. Megan Hume. Benjamin McAlpine. Luke Minto. Bridget O'Connor. Amanda Osmond. Ludia Sheba. Natalie Skelly. Karen Taylor. Craig Wheel. Renee Wrigley. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Physical and Health Education with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Victoria Blythe. Debbie Drew. Sonia Healy. Stephen Munnery. Brenton Trembath. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Physical and Health Education with Honours Class 1, Leah Anderson. Nicole Cumberland. Samantha Samet. Scott Smith. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Science, Michael Daniel. Glenn Death. Jacinta Ledlin. Pania McCulley. Natalie Mitchell. Fiona Monkley. Shannon Morgan. Deanne Smith. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Science with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Rebecca Clark. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Social Sciences, Garth Armstrong. Bindi McEwen. Philip Mellowish. Robert Walker. Jamie Watts. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Social Sciences with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Kim Fairbanks. Kylie Wolfenden. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the specialisation of Social Sciences with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Sian Bowditch. Tobias Husband. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the award of the Diploma in Education in the specialisation of Secondary Education. Trevor Baker. Angelo Berrios. Darren Brayley. Paul Brandon. Kerry Ann Chapman. Paul Craft. Martin Gray. Nicole Hayward. Simone Holly. Alison Hopkins. Lisa Jennings. Christopher Lee. Marianne Lewis. Marguerite Locke. Robert Linden. James Martin. Tracy Moore. Tara Ottignon. Nicole Ponti. Roslyn Ramplin. Narelle Rance. Brian Rowe. Robin Sheridan. Shane Smith. Kieran Taylor. Natalie Wills. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the award of the Diploma in Education in the specialisation of Secondary Education with merit. Christine Bray. Ronald Dixon. Courtney Lake. Helen McIntosh. Leonie Miller. Megan O'Donoghue. Natalie Robinson. Sally Schweitzer. Paula Sherris. Suzanne Stratton. Melanie Taylor. Nicole Ward. Kelly White. That concludes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Education.
I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor to present a candidate for an honorary degree.
Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting to you Dr. Peter Ian Alexander Hendry, Officer of the Order of Australia in the General Division for admission to the degree of Doctor of the University. Chancellor, Dr. Peter Hendry began his life in the bush town of Coonabarabran and moved to Sydney when he was 9. He attended Scots College and later Sydney University, where he completed the Doctor of Medicine and Doctor of Surgery degree. Soon after he completed his degree, the Second World War broke out and he was drafted to fight in Malaya. He was captured and survived the horrors of the Changi prison of war camp in Singapore. After the war, Dr. Hendry felt no desire to return to performing surgery and instead moved to Newcastle with his wife to take up the position of clinical pathologist at Newcastle Hospital. His work at Newcastle Hospital taught him the importance of quality control. As medicine became more specialised in the post-war era, Dr. Hendry opened his own private practice, specialising in the supply of pathology services to a geographic area ranging from Gosford on the Central Coast to Coffs Harbour on the mid-north coast. This firm was the foundation for a currently successful and well-known business, Hampson Pathology. During his years in private practice, the city of Newcastle won its battle to establish a university. Dr. Peter Hendry was adamant that the university required a medical faculty. He got himself elected as a member of the University Council in 1970 with the primary aim of establishing this faculty for the university. Peter Hendry's vision for the university paid off, and the university's Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences is recognised for its innovative approach to the selection and training of doctors. Many universities have adopted a similar problem-solving program structure used by this university. Dr. Peter Hendry was appointed Deputy Chancellor in 1990 and served for 7 years until 1997. He is in fact the university's longest-serving Member of Council and the longest-serving Deputy Chancellor. In these roles, Peter Hendry at all times supported the decisions that have benefited the progress and development of the university. He ably guided the university through some difficult times and showed great support for many new endeavours. He showed great strong interest in the university's radio station, 2NUR, in its formative years and chaired the board of the station. He was involved in the development of the Community Childcare Centre. He was also a member of several committees associated with finance, administration and the physical planning of the Callaghan campus. Dr. Hendry has been described as a perfect role model for others to follow. He is always approachable and courteous, and in his role as Deputy Chancellor, he listened objectively to the arguments from each faction before weighing up the situation. His decisions were always based on intelligence and well-balanced concern for each party's argument. Dr. Peter Hendry's involvement in all facets of university life cannot be understated. He has made an outstanding contribution to the development of the university and the welfare of its staff and students. Chancellor, it is with particular pleasure that I present to you Dr. Peter Ian Alexander Hendry, Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery from the University of Sydney, Diploma of Clinical Pathology of the University of London, Office of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Fellow of the Royal College of Pathologists Australasia, Fellow of the College of American Pathologists, Honorary Fellow of the American Association of Clinical Pathologists, and Honorary Doctor of Medicine from this university for the award of the degree of Doctor of the University.
By the authority delegated in me by the Council, I hereby admit Dr. Peter Ian Alexander Hendry, Officer of the Order of Australia in the General Division, to the degree of Doctor of the University. We will now have a musical interlude presented by organist Dr. Keith Murray Allen. Dr. Murray Allen will play Arrival of the Queen of Sheba by Handel. Thank you very much, Keith. Brilliant. I now have great pleasure in inviting Dr. Peter Hendry to deliver the occasional address.
Chancellor, Deputy Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, members and staff of the University, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very conscious of the great honour the University has done me in awarding me this degree, and I sincerely thank the University for it. I have enjoyed my long association with the University through the University Council. I'd like to thank those members of Convocation who, by their votes over the years, made this possible for me. I'm going to miss this close association with the University, but I take with me many happy memories, which I'll always treasure. And now to the important people today, the new graduates. May I offer you my sincere congratulations and give you all the best wishes for a long and successful career in your chosen professions. As the Chancellor said, you two are members of Convocation and you can elect members to Council. May I suggest that you use those votes and that you use them wisely. Many of you will have families and friends here today who have helped you through your university course and are here to help you celebrate this special occasion. And I have too, my family and my friends. And I thank them all for coming along today to help me celebrate my special occasion. I would like particularly to thank my wife, Senta, who over the years has been my strongest supporter and greatest critic. Without her help, I would not have been able to achieve what I have. Thank you, Senta. Also today, amongst my friends, there are two long-serving old colleagues from the university in the early days. I'd like to recognise them. Professor Don George, who is the second Vice-Chancellor of this university, and Lou Harris, the bursar. Lovely to have you here, sir. Almost 60 years ago, I sat in the Great Hall of the University of Sydney, clutching in my hand, as you are, my testama, and wondering what the future held for me. I remember the occasion well, but I regret to say I cannot remember the occasional address. And probably neither will you. However, I've decided to give you a word of advice and perhaps illustrate this with some experiences from my own personal career. In 1949, that's almost 50 years ago, I read an article from an American professor who had sent around a number of samples of identical blood samples to his colleagues and asked them to test for a number of simple constituents. He was so surprised at the variation in results that he published this article, which caused me to wonder what the situation was in my laboratory and those of my colleagues. It was some time later that an incident occurred in my laboratory which caused me to wonder even again. A Newcastle specialist rang up to say that we were reporting results on some of his patients suggesting gout in which he could find no relative symptoms. We had adopted a method from an American professor, and we had adopted his normal ranges for the treatment, for the investigation of gout. So it seemed obvious to us that there may be something wrong with the normal range. So we tested 100 males and 100 females and found that his suggested normal range was quite incorrect. Now, we had made the cardinal error of adopting the author's recommendations without testing their validity. At that time, I was chairman of the recently formed Board of Education of the College of Pathologists, whose responsibility was continuing education of its members. It seemed to me this would be a perfect way to start to investigate our laboratories and our colleagues. There was a little difficulty. However, at the same time, there was an international congress of clinical pathology being held in Madrid. And as I was a delegate, I decided to take my ideas to the Congress. I suggested to them that it would be a good idea if each of the participating countries was to go home and conduct a similar survey in their laboratories and to report this back at the next international meeting. The Congress adopted the suggestion, and I was appointed as the secretary of a small committee of 3 to oversee the project. Armed with this sort of resolution, it was not very difficult for me when I got home to investigate and start a survey. At that time, I was also director of the Newcastle Blood Bank, so it was pretty easy for me to obtain a few voluntary donors who would give their blood for this special project. So it was over an Easter weekend that my senior technologist, Ian Stanger, who's here with us today, we worked over the weekend, prepared the samples, sealed the ampules, and after holding them for a month for stability, sent these samples out to 74 of our colleagues' laboratories. We asked them to test for 7 simple samples and to return the results to us anonymously. To our horror and to the horror of all the participants, the results that we returned showed a great deal of variability between the results. They're appalling. For instance, in the state of chloride, which is a pretty simple test, 15% of the laboratories were reporting abnormal results on normal serum. For a much more difficult test, calcium, almost 40% of the results were abnormal on normal serum. That means if you were to go to a laboratory and had your calcium done in one laboratory, it would have been said you're far too high. If you'd gone to another laboratory, it would have said far too low. Well, you can imagine the consternation and the long discussion which took place. And the decision was made that this type of survey would be conducted annually. And secondly, we would send out a standard specimen of serum to every laboratory so they could standardise their methods and standardise their normal ranges. I regret to say that the survey held the next year, although there was a great deal of improvement, some laboratories still showed variability in results. Those surveys, which we started in those days, are now conducted by the National Association of Testing Authorities, NATA, in conjunction with our college. Any laboratory who wishes to participate in Medicare, and that's practically all of them, have to be certified to do so, and part of that certification is that they must participate successfully in the NATA quality control program. Well, you'll all be saying to yourselves, well, that's all very well and very interesting, but what's it got to do with us? It's got lots to do with us. Quality control is our assurance that information given to us is meaningful. It doesn't apply to just pathology alone. It applies to all walks of life. It applies to the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat. Let me give you a few examples. Over the summer months, many people use the Merewether ocean baths. For some time there had been criticism that these baths were being contaminated by water from an outfall of sewage around the corner. We tested the baths and there was some contamination. Now, those baths are tested on a regular basis by the authorities, and if those results are meaningful, they have to be accurate. Does that laboratory participate in a quality control program? The Water Board authorities for many years have been adding fluorides to our drinking water. Do they test to make sure that the concentration is correct? And if they do, is their laboratory results accurate? Do they participate in the quality control program? You've read in the newspaper recently lots of articles about testing for lead in children in the Boolaroo area near Pasminka. Are those results accurate? Yes, they probably are, because that laboratory that does those tests participates successfully in a regular quality control program. So this leads me back to my words of advice. Don't you believe everything you're told. Here, at your schools, here at the university and elsewhere, you will be given facts, true facts, statements. Don't always believe them. When I went off to the war, I was full of facts presented to me in my medical course. When I came back 5 years later, many of those facts were no longer facts, but in replaced with other true facts. Let me give you two further examples from my personal experience. In the 1950s, the treatment for bleeding stomach ulcers was rapid transfusions, the idea being to overcome the shock. This didn't seem right to me. If shock was nature's way of closing down the blood vessels in order to allow the clot to form, it seemed much more sensible to introduce concentrated red cells at a pace just sufficient to maintain the vital processes. Well, we did this procedure and we had outstanding results. In the treatment of diabetic coma, we were taught it was important to give massive doses of insulin be followed by fluids. This seemed wrong because the coma from diabetes was due to dehydration and acidosis. So it seemed much more logical to introduce alkaline fluids quickly and then to add insulin. Well, we adopted that procedure and we're glad to say that the patients came out of their coma almost immediately. This brings me, I'm sure, to the end of my address. Let me give you one more example before I finish. We were taught that it was mandatory for post-operative patients to be kept in bed for long periods after their operation. For instance, gallbladders were kept in hospital for 3 weeks. Cataracts were kept in hospital for up to 3 weeks with sandbags on either side of their head to keep them still. Today, gallbladder patients are out within 3 days. If you want a cataract, you go to your doctor's surgery, have it done and go home the same day. I could go on, but I hope I've said enough to convince you. Which brings me back again to my word of advice. Don't always believe what you're told, whether it be university dogma or just glamorous TV advertising. Your university education, I hope, has taught you to think. Use this ability and always ask yourself the question, is it really the truth? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hendry. What an example to follow. An inquiring mind, courage of your convictions, and a respect for others. And these, amongst many other qualities, are hallmarks of the way that Dr. Hendry operates. Thank you very much. I now have pleasure in inviting Louise Caulfield to speak on behalf of the graduates.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the University Council, staff of the University, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Today is an extremely honourable day for all of us. We have arrived today knowing we have succeeded in setting ourselves a goal, a challenge, having the dedication and courage to see our education through, which brings us the immense satisfaction of being able to graduate today. We take with us a certificate of graduation and more, a collection of invaluable experiences, friendships, and importantly, a greater sense of identity. Collectively, these have refined and developed our character. Not only have we gained skills and knowledge in our profession, but have opened our minds to a broader perspective of the world, to think critically rather than accepting everything for what it is. When I first came to the University of Newcastle as a graphic design student, I was confronted with the nerve-wracking experience of expressing my artistic skills and talents in front of a group of strangers, my fellow classmates. They looked as nervous as I. It was a great threat to my ego, as the artistic talent they possessed seemed very threatening. I'm sure we can all relate to the nerves of first day. It was a good thing though, a challenge to perform my best and to have the courage to stand behind it. I have found this present throughout the duration of my time here at uni. To be surrounded by a group of very talented, dedicated and determined designers becomes the driving force to perform well and to strive to do better, pushing myself beyond my comfort zone to perform at levels that even surprised myself. The most significant change over the last 4 years in the Faculty of Design was the move from the portables into the new design building. I was impressed that our timing had blessed us with the completion of the building not long into our degree, bringing us space for equipment and providing a professional environment which we could share with fellow designers, both graphic and industrial, as well as illustrators. It also provided a space to be able to exhibit the work we do. I know by 4th year, the design building had become like a second home where we felt proud to invite people in to see the work we do. 4th year was an opportunity to put into practice our skills and knowledge while still under the professional guidance of our lecturers, yet given the trust and independence to take the responsibility upon ourselves. Teamwork is a key element that is necessary in our profession and within all the faculties of the university. I feel lucky and honoured that I had wonderful people to work with, both staff and students. The relationships we built and had between the graphic and industrial designers proved to be both a bonus, as our capabilities to be versatile as a designer on a communication and work level broaden immensely. This versatility has also formed from the broad spectrum of clients that we worked with in our final year. I myself took full advantage of this due to the strong interest in other forms of design, like set design. I cannot express enough how valuable our final year was. I can definitely say it was a turning point where all that I had learnt and done over the past 3 years had become relevant and all of a sudden fell into place. I had the great pleasure of observing everybody, my fellow students, finding their own identity. Newcastle University should feel proud and honoured, as I do, a graduate of its capabilities and professionalism. In my move into the hugely competitive environment of Sydney, I have been able to benefit from the good reputation that the University of Newcastle and the design faculty have established for themselves. Comments that I have received from my employer, a prominent design figure within the industry, commends what is going on here. Having seen the talent and skills of graduates from around all the design education institutions in Sydney, still feels confident in saying we are the best design graduates that are out there in industry. Today presents the reality of a dream come true. For now, I move on from education to take up a position in the design industry, where I will put into practice all that I have learnt and prepared for. To stand here and feel confident to say I am a professional designer is a significant comment. I know, and my family and friends that supported me through my degree acknowledge the hard work and dedication that goes into achieving what we have all achieved here today. May I take this opportunity to send a special thanks on behalf of the graduates to those who have supported us through our tertiary education. I, like all the other students, have gained a new identity and a ticket to the way of life that we chose 4 or more years ago. But the most significant part of completing this degree is that I now have the pleasure of doing what I love to do every day as my career. We go our separate ways today, but important contacts, relationships don't dissolve. As I have already found in the industry, my experience here at uni is not an isolated time in my life, but a significant time where the grounds of my network in my profession were established and are sure to see me through the years ahead. I thank all of you on behalf of all the graduates here, who all, I am sure, have their own special stories to tell. It was a great honour to represent you all. I leave you with this thought from Thomas Carlyle. Go as far as you can see. When you get there, you will be able to see further.
Thank you, Ms. Caulfield, for your speech. Ladies and gentlemen, this ceremony is now concluded. May I invite all present to join us for refreshments, which will be provided by the University Union and served in the Brennan Room, University Union.